Each of the 6 different kinds of pieces move differently. Pieces cannot move through other pieces. Thus, the knight can jump over other pieces and can never move on the square with one of their own pieces. However, they can't be moved to take the place of an opponent's pieces, which is then captured. Pieces are generally moved into positions where they can capture other pieces by landing on their square and then replacing them. Defend their own pieces in case of capture or control important square in the game. How to move the king in chess. The king is the most important piece, but it's one of the weakest. The king can't only move one square in any direction, up, down, to the side and diagonally. The king may never move himself into check, where he could be captured. When the king is attacked by other pieces, this is called check. How to move the queen in chess. The queen is the most powerful piece. She can move in any one strict direction, forward, backward, sideward, and diagonally as far as possible as long as she does not move through any of her own pieces. And like with all pieces, if the queen captures an opponent piece, her move is over. Notice how the white queen captures the black queen and the black king is forced to move. How to move the rook in chess. The rook may move as far as it wants, but only forward, backward, and to the side. The rook are particularly powerful pieces when they are protecting each other and working together. How to move the bishops in chess. The bishop may move as far as it wants, but only diagonally. Each bishop starts on one color, light or dark, and must always stay on the color. Bishops work well together because they cover up each other's weakness. How to move the knight in chess. Knight move in very different ways from the other pieces. Going to square in one direction and then one more move at 90-degree angle, just like the shape of L. Knights are also the only pieces that can move over other pieces. How to move the pawn in the chess. Pawns are unusual because they move and capture in different ways. They move forward but capture diagonally. Pawns can only move forward one square at a time, except for their very first move, where they can move forward 2 squares. Pawn can only capture one square diagonally in front of them. They can never move and capture backwards. How to play with chess tournament rules. Many tournaments follow a set of common similar rules. These rules do not necessarily apply to play at home or online, but you may want to practice with them anyway. The first rule is touch move. If a player touches one of their own pieces, they must move that pieces as long as it is a legal move. If a player touches an opponent's pieces, they must capture the piece. A player who wishes to touch a piece only to adjust it on the board must first announce the intentions, usually by saying adjust. The second rule is clock and timers. Most tournaments using timers to regulate the time spent on each game, not on each move. Each player gets the same amount of time to use for their entire games and can decide how to spend the time. Once a player makes a move, they then touch buttons or hit a lever to start the opponent's clock. If a player runs out of time and the opponent calls the time, then the player who ran out of time loses the game. There are 2 ways to end a game of chess: by checkmate or with a draw. How to checkmate in chess? The purpose of the game is to checkmate the opponent's king. This happens where the king is put into check and cannot get out of check. There are only 3 ways a king can get out of check: move out the way, block the check with other piece, or capture the piece threatening the king. If a king cannot escape checkmate, then the game is over. Customarily, the king is not captured or removed from the board. The game is simply declared over. Another way is draw the chess game. Occasionally, chess games do not end with winner but with a draw. There are 5 reasons why a chess game may end in a draw. The position reaches a stalemate where it is one player turns to move, but his king is not in check and yet he does not have another legal move. The player may simply agree to a draw and stop playing. There are not enough pieces on the board to force a checkmate. A player declares a draw if the same exact pose is repeated 3 times. 50 consecutive moves have been played where neither player has moved a pawn or captured a piece.